Hello and welcome to the MCQ lecture series. In today's class, I'll be dealing with multiple choice questions with respect to Indian financial systems 1, which is the general economics paper for SYBA. So let's get started. In this class again, I'm going to deal with MCQs from chapter 3. So let's get started. The first question is dash is defined as the market for relatively long-term financial instruments. So yesterday I told you that whenever it is about shorter term, it is usually the money market, and whenever it is medium or longer term, it is the capital market. So let us look at the underlying options which are available to us. The first is money market, the second is capital market, the third is agricultural market, and fourth is none of the above. So here it is clearly asking market for relatively long-term financial instruments, and hence whenever it is about longer term or medium term, it is usually the capital market, and therefore the correct answer to this particular question is B, capital market. So capital market is defined as the market for relatively long-term financial instruments, and hence option B is the correct answer to this question. I hope the question is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next question, which is talking about market for government securities is also called as what? Now this is long-term government securities we are looking at. So what do you call such a market? Whether you call that market to be gilt-edged market, money market, agricultural market, or none of the above. So here again specifically the market for government securities, it is asking specifically about the market for government securities is also known as what? And here the correct option or correct answer is gilt-edged securities. Therefore option A is the correct answer to this particular question. Let us now look at the next question, which is related to what are the constituents of capital market in India, and the question is framed in this fashion. In India, capital market is composed of what, or composed of dash. Capital market is composed of dash, and here the underlying options are a gilt-edged market, which was just now we discussed, government security market. Then we have industrial and corporate security market. Then we have development financial institutions, like here you will get to know LIC, UTI, and all these institutions, and therefore development finance institutions, and all of the above. So here whenever I am looking at the Indian capital market per se, it is composed of all these different entities or markets, and these are gilt-edged market, industrial as well as corporate security market, and development finance institutions like LIC, UTI, Life Insurance Corporation, or Unit Trust of India, UTI, Unit Trust of India. So these are all the components of capital market in India, and therefore option D, which is all of the above, is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope this question is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next question, which is talking about the features of capital market, and here let us look at what are the options available to us, and let us look at first how the question is framed. Rather, what are the features of capital market? This is the form in which the question is asked. There's an alternative way in which the question can be framed. The capital market in India has dash dash features. So these are the two possible ways in which the question can be framed. Let us look at what are the options. It deals in long-term securities, that is the first option. Second is includes both individual as well as institutional investors. Thereafter, it helps in something called as capital formation per se, and all of the above. So here whenever I am looking at specific question is there relating to features of capital market in India, therefore all these three, that is it is or it deals in long-term securities, then it is helpful in creation of capital per se or capital formation, and it includes both individuals as well as institutional investors, and therefore all of the above are features of capital market in India, and therefore this is the correct answer to this particular question, option D, all of the above. I hope this question is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next question, which is again in relation to capital market, and the question is in this fashion. Capital market comprises of both dash and dash markets. Now capital market comprises of what sort of markets? Dash and dash markets. This is the question, or blank and blank, or whatever you call it. So the question is in this fashion, and the underlying options are A, primary and security. That means capital market comprises of both primary and the secondary market. Then we have secondary and tertiary, that means capital market comprises of both secondary and tertiary markets. Then we have the third option, which is capital market comprises of both primary and tertiary markets, and none of the above. So here the question specifically asks about capital market comprises of what, and it is nothing other than option A, primary and secondary. That means capital market comprises of both primary and secondary markets, and therefore option A is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope the question is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next question, which is specifically directed towards the primary market, and the question is like this: primary market deals in issuance of dash. Primary market deals in issuance of what? Primary market deals in issuance of A, old securities, B, new securities, C, bills, and D, none of the above. So here primary market deals in issuance of new securities, so therefore option B is the correct answer. Primary market is dealing with the issuance of new securities, and therefore option B is the correct answer. I hope the idea of primary market is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next question, which is again in relation to primary market, and the question is framed in this fashion: primary market is also known as dash. Primary market is also known as dash, and the underlying options are new issuance market or new issue market, old issuance market or old issue market, bill market, and none of the above. So here in question number 6 we have seen that primary market deals in the issuance of new securities, and therefore here the underlying option new issue market is the correct answer to this particular question. Primary market is also called as the new issue market, therefore option A is the correct answer to this particular question. Let us now move to the 8th question, which is talking about again secondary market per se. Now we are done with primary markets, and the question is: dash is a financial market for trading of securities that have already been issued in an initial public or private offering. So it has already been issued in an initial public or private offering by any entity, business entity. Yeah. So what kind of market do you call it? Whether you call it primary market, whether you call it secondary, tertiary, or none of the above. So now we know what primary markets are. They are dealing in issuance of new securities. It is dealing in issuance of new securities. Therefore this is not the correct answer. Here I am looking at a financial market for trading of securities which have already been issued. That means old securities in a sense, or old issues. So therefore secondary is the correct answer. So secondary market is a financial market for trading of securities that have already been issued in an initial public or private offering. So therefore option B is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope the idea is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next question which is: in dash market, the investor purchases an asset from another investor rather than from an issuing company or a firm. Investor is purchasing an asset from another investor. So obviously this is not a first issue of that particular asset. It has already been issued to someone, and there is a trade which is happening between that person who is already an investor and there's some potential investor. The trade is happening between two individuals, but not it is not happening with the issuing firm and an investor. So therefore what do you call such a market? Whether you call it primary, secondary, tertiary, or none of the above. So here we are clear about our idea of primary markets. Primary markets are such markets wherein new issues are taking part, or new issues are given to the investors directly from the firm. So here investor is purchasing an asset from another investor, and therefore it is secondary market or old issue market, wherein here we have seen the definition. What is happening is trading of securities that have already been issued. So therefore secondary market is the correct answer. That means in secondary market the investor purchases an asset from another investor rather than from the issuing company or firm. I hope this question is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next question, which is again in relation to capital market, and which of the following, it is functions of capital market. The question is framed in this fashion: which of the following denotes functions of capital markets? Here specifically we are looking at the functions of capital market. So the first function, it is a link between investors and savers. Then it promotes economic growth, I mean capital market. Then we have it also helps in stabilizing the values of stocks and securities. Capital market helps in that, and all of the above. So here, in some sense or the other, all these three things, that is, it is a link between investors and savers, promotes economic growth, and it stabilizes the value of stocks and securities, all are true with respect to functions of capital market, and therefore all of the above is the correct answer to this particular question. The next question is in similar fashion, which is again talking about the capital market and which of the following are instruments of capital market. Now here I was looking at functions, now here I am looking at what are the instruments of capital market in India. What sort of instruments are dealt in the capital market, and the underlying options are equity shares, then secured premium notes, then preference shares, and all of the above. So here in some sense equity shares, secured premium notes, as well as preference shares are some sort of instruments which are traded in the capital market in India, and therefore all of the above is the correct answer. On similar ground, we have the next question. It is the replica of the same. Since there are more instruments which are dealt in the capital market, that is why I am repeating the question, just the underlying options are going to be different. So let us look at what are the possible instruments. Here the question is, which of the following denotes capital market instruments? Same sort of question, but the options are different in this case. Here I am looking at convertible debentures, deep discount bonds, and mortgage backed securities, and last option is all of the above. So here again these three, that is convertible debentures, then deep discount bonds, as well as mortgage backed securities, are instruments which are dealt in the capital market, and therefore all of the above is the correct answer. So now here in these two questions we have looked at 6 different instruments which are dealt in the capital market, that is equity shares, secured premium notes, preference shares, convertible debentures, deep discount bonds, as well as mortgage backed securities. So I hope the questions are pretty much clear. In the next class we will be talking about more instruments, and also look at the definitions of these instruments. That means what are equity shares, what are preference shares, what are convertible debentures, and all of these. So please stay tuned for more. Thank you.